Today, I wanted to just give a message to single mamas and to mamas in general, but especially single mamas. This is not something we like to talk about, but if you have children and you are single and you live alone, have an emergency contact. If anything happens to you and you wind up going to the hospital or whatever, that the nurses can call that emergency contact and they can get your kiddos to a safe place that they know. They took on a kiddo who's for an emergency overnight, whose mom got admitted to the hospital, and he was a great kid, and he was a little bit scared, and everything was fine. Like, I don't mind keeping him, but I know how terrifying it is for kiddos to have that experience. So keep an emergency number just in case something happens, because this was not something that anybody did. This was not anything wrong, but yet they wound up having to get the caseworkers involved because there was nowhere to send him, and they couldn't get any information because of the emergency nature of the hospital. So they just had this little child there, and they don't know what to do with him. And this does happen a lot in foster care in general. I mean, it just happens. So that starts how they come into the system. They go to a stranger, and they might even be there for a couple of nights or a couple of weeks before a relative gets found, because they have to go through and try to find that from scratch, especially if you're incapacitated and unable to communicate. So my advice, my little wisdom gem for the day, is keep that emergency contact so that if you were to get hospitalized for whatever reason, they can call that emergency contact, and your kid can go to somebody they know, and they'll be safe, and they won't be scared. They won't be without everything. They'll have their little comfort items. People know what they like already, and they know how to really take care of them. I do the best that I can, and I give lots of choices, but I'm not the same as somebody they already know and love. I'm somebody new, and I'm somebody scary because I'm new. Hey, what character do you like? What would you like on your pajamas? But it just makes it a lot easier for them. And somebody they know probably knows a little bit about their routines, probably knows a little bit about, the things that they like to do and that sort of thing. So